I am always concerned about the people they consult with. Who are coming from our space. You see the response Resoma gave. Assuming there was nobody who is not close to the corridors of power like that to give this kind of interpretation. Forget the noise the interpretation we will give on our platforms or media. It will not go anywhere. You see the understanding he has or the mindset he has about this system. It will stick. Yeah. And I can just imagine an honorable minister who is not also familiar with our space writing a proposal to the speaker saying we need money. $5 million.
And if you want to put the blame, I believe they've been doing it for a long time. They are TV. When they have a podium for their interviews. Yeah. Those podiums that have been mounted, they are producers on the ground. And you'll be on a floor. Yeah. Oh, for now. So I think the measures are already in place already. I don't see the extraordinary thing that they want to say here that how many times have we had issues with their red carpet? The only time they can say we've had issues, the place is choked. And that is not even their fault because the entry point is almost always the same place. Because you can easily remember a Lewin movie. You can easily remember a Lewin moment. When was the last time you saw Vanvika in the news? Aside his movies for anything controversial. You can't count. And even if you can count, they are very few. But you have Lewin for different reasons, even in recent times. You understand? So comparing the two, I believe, is totally imbalanced. If you want to talk, if it is because of the foreign movie which is in the Nigerian production, then that is not enough. You can shoot in Nigerian production and you still not have the numbers to meet up. Lewin has done a lot of work to ground his name in Africa. That is why he's able to make a call to Nigerian top movie makers, which is the top legendary actors. Getting them is not chicken feed. But he was able to make a call and get all of them on board. It is not because of the money. It is because of who contacted them. Okay. Yes.
Oh! They were clapping and cheering.
Why I said.
But if you had given a different reaction, I'm sure he would have noticed and asked, is there any other interpretation to it? Because when he was looking for the name of Red and Tramadol that he was not remembering on top of head, he asked, sir, that drug that when you take, you become miserable. It was the same people that mentioned the name to him. You understand? So even right there and then, you guys know he's been misinformed.
He was speaking against it because of his morals or where his background, where he is coming from, as a religious person, as an elder, as a very influential person in society. He doesn't think that it is good for us to be doing dirty December, either by name or by actions.
What's this? Clean December.
So even the name is not suitable for him.
Yes.
If he said Holy December, yes. If the person told him that, oh, we do Holy December in Ghana, he will not even bother to ask what you do there.
If it is nonsense,
they are coming to do. Yes, exactly.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Sammy Flex TV, one of our flagship programs here is Showbiz Daily. It comes your way every weekday in the evening, right here on your favorite channel. You don't have to miss it. And today, we are gathered again to do it our own ways. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. My name is Sammy Flex. In the studio, gentlemen are seated. Favorite men of God, they are seated. From extreme left in Team Dodo Solomon. Yeah, that is first man of God in Team Dodo Solomon. Is seated. He is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, of course. He does the work of God any day. Yes. You can simply call him Chamu. And followed by Long John. Today we decided to change Long John's position so he will not be crossing the cameras with his head like that. So Long John is also a blogger. He is an executive producer at Aluta FM.
What a name.
What's your frequency?
92.1.
Aluta FM 92.1. So if you are within the enclave of Accra, tune in now, 92.1. Aluta FM. Aluta FM.
Aluta continue.
Power to the people. And power to the people.
Power to the people. Yeah. The masses are.
Oh my God. London is also a blogger and journalist as well. Roland Amate also is from Shatta Movement Empire Roland Report, which is on YouTube, and showbizchannelgh.com. My name is Sammy Flex with a team of producers, Theophilus De Gosh, there's that Sam Tuga. And with you, at the other side, we know we have a team. So yesterday, Frederick Appiah sent me a message and said, Shay, the Lady Gaga show that we were talking about, he said it was real. Yeah. I hear display around some beach and they really sell tickets.
Cabana.
Hey! The next such a show they have to go somewhere.
You have to go.
Yeah.
Is it they sold tickets?
Yeah.
No, it's not true. It's not true. It was free.
This one in particular was.
It was
free.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the beach side.
Well, according to what he sent to me, that was what he meant. He said he watched it online as well.
I said in the company normally taking machines in the big
2.1
2.1 million.
They're making money. So, the machine they print paper 2.1 million, then there's no problem.
Na paper bill kind of.
Why? Paper.
Maybe you can defend by saying that they were doing e-ticket.
Yes.
But if you go for the paper,
2.1 million.
Oh no, but wait. Even if you buy e-ticket when you go, they'll give you that thing.
Yeah,
Is that not a ticket? Is that not a paper?
2.1 million of that.
Oh, what are you saying? Machines can produce millions.
Of course.
where would they even keep it to sell?
What I say.
No, listen.
2 million
If they did not sell
tickets.
tickets, if they did not sell tickets, fine.
Yes.
But if they sold tickets, how they would sell it there?
They will find a way.
Don't be bothered.
2 million.
You know you are expecting 2 million people. You will
Now,
not.
paper. How? What is the weight of paper?
Hey, sir.
2 million.
Oh, Chemo, that paper which is like this, no.
And you're 500 though.
Oh, what are you saying? That hand which is like this, no. It is like this, like this. My what size?
2 million.
2 million.
And the moon is a container.
And 2 million. So
30,000.
Sadia 2 million. I said I'm going to die with Mumpo. Sadia 2 million. The way they package it. Oh, Chamo.
Roland, like the value of 2 million. Are you sure you
paper. The way they paper 2 million.
Wow.
No, I know there. But is the little of the problem because you see that thing. If they do one small sheet like this,
yes.
Do you know how much it contains?
I will bet 10 or 20.
If they do one sheet like, I will bet there 50 crab.
Oh, 50.
Yes.
Now 10,000. Now for 50,000. Only 100,000.
100,000, 200,000.
It's a nipper 2 million. If they wanted to give that thing,
they will.
No problem.
Send them one entry. It will not be definitely one entry or one person doing it.
But maybe I turn ticket 1 million or more than like 1 million people put it.
That's why the 2 million people no
problem.
Me some way.
I can't go printing home.
That's what I'm saying. So if the people will go now, if you guys can convince me that people will go for 2 million ticket there.
Or the e-tickets, no more who say okay, per their data, they've sold 2 million. They will make provisions for that. Oh, I think they will make
printing 2 million tickets
for
Newtown here. Make me a be mama. Miska make me be Newtown here.
No, it is paper.
What they say?
Why are people making it look so? Maybe I cut gra.
2 million.
Let's move on to do other things, right? I'm the magic. Radio people, how much is it? Wait, a bear nabo 100,000, 50. I never bought simple. Carry it simple. Wow, it's all good. The 2 million, I'm saying 2.5 people attended the show.
2.5 million.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm pentudious to you. Now, thinking about it, we're also going to have our TGMA on Saturday. How many people will be going?
Yes, slow.
TGMA, how many people will attend?
Oh.
Because the venue, the Grand Arena, I hear that's what, 4,000.
No. It's more than 4,000. I think the last time I checked.
Oh no, it is reach 4,000.
Oh, it's more. Okay, depending on how you arrange the seats.
But they, even
so
when you ask them, they tell you it's
official
4,000.
Well,
It can't be more
I
than.
mean, they do tables and stuff, so it will also.
So it means it might not even do 4,000 as we are imagining.
Perhaps.
Yeah. So if some people are doing 2.5 million, we are doing 4,000. That is fine. It's an award show. It's not a big show, so that is okay. Now, what is really my problem is the fact that they are saying this year
takes 2,800.
2,000. Oh no, down there is more than that.
It's more than that. It's more than that.
Red sauce.
Gogo, 2,800.
No,
Exactly.
Gogo is
That
mine.
is-
Depending on the seating
Somebody-
arrangement.
No. I'm telling you, they have said this.
I meant
Yeah.
for 4,500 people.
Yeah, that is what it is. It is not 2,000. Well, so that is it. We are saying that the TGMA is on Saturday. My problem is not the 2 million people who will be attending. My problem is the fact that they are saying this year on the red carpet, you have to be given a special invitation before you can appear on the red carpet. And it has given me some thinking time. So are we not going to see Azonto and Co on the red carpet doing the And why?
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
But are you saying that they can't give Azonto?
No, this is what it means. This is what-
Also, Tom Jay-Z.
Wait, this is what it means. What it means is that now they are going to see those who are
Scrutinized.
really relevant to the scheme.
You see, that is where the problem is.
Wait, because if you are not relevant to the scheme, you will not get that invitation.
Yeah.
Because that invitation will not be thrown anyhow.
And now it will be also at their own discretion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even
So-
if you are relevant, it will still be at their own
discretion.
discretion.
Thank you. Even if you are relevant,
Relevant to
it
the
will
scheme
still be at
at
their
their
own.
own
Yeah, money,
discretion.
yeah, nah, money.
My man.
And I'm here asking about what would be good and what would be bad about this decision. Interestingly, they've actually released a statement on that, and they are saying no invitation, no appearance on TGMA red carpet on Saturday. Graphic Online has reported. Let me try to read some portions of it, then I get your views on this. To bring orderliness and sanity to the red carpet. Wow. To bring orderliness and sanity to the red carpet session this year, Shatta House, organizers of Telecel Ghana Music Awards, have announced restrictions on who appears on the red carpet this year. This year's event will feature a selective red carpet experience with only officially invited celebrities and dignitaries granted access. According to the organizers, there will be 2 red carpet sessions, one for general media interactions and photo shoots, and a main session for televised coverage, including fashion interviews. And yes, red carpet, not only red carpet. Because, so do you know what they won't say? Don't say Sammy Flex TV, Roland Report, Kojo Sheldon TV, those people. Mo camera na sifo no. Mo fa go baby.
Nah.
Camera na each live. That's what they are saying. And well, let's keep talking.
Yeah, bon, come on.
According to the organizers, there will be 2 blah 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 blah. The one for general media interactions and photo shoots, and a main session for televised coverage, including fashion interviews. Invitations are required to appear on the main red carpet, which will be broadcast on TV. The TGMA red carpet has long been a topic of debate, with critics pointing to questionable celebrity choices and lackluster production. Some have lamented the inclusion of just anybody on the red carpet, dragging out the proceedings. Others have bemoaned that sometimes the lackluster fashion sense on display. Last year, the likes of Michael Ola and listen. Last year, that's been carried, and then I'm listening. Last year, the likes of Michael Ola and Kofi Ochidako expressed their disappointment with the organization of the red carpet event. In his opinion, Ola Michael mentioned that the red carpet was an event on its own, but after many years, Shatta House has yet to master it. And then the Bible and then this year's red carpet looked like a marketplace. Maybe they didn't plan it, or they got someone unqualified to plan it. They just allowed anyone on the red carpet, he said. So for me, for the performance on the night, everyone brought their A game. It was the red carpet that sucked. If you watch what happens out there continentally, let me even come back to the African continent. Events that take place in South Africa, Nigeria, and what have you, we see better stuff, he wrote on Facebook last year. Well, Long John, since you are more angry, you can start this. What do you think about this invitation?
The truth of the matter is, fashion is not supposed to make sense. Whoever thinks he knows too much about fashion, on the creation of fashion, question mark down.
Have you seen some guy who put condoms on him?
Hey, and the style, and you know, most time those people, they have a message that he gave a meaning to what he was wearing. No?
Well,
He was asked, he was trying to acting out from, yeah.
Protection.
Into the condom of Google.
Yes, you see, you
I'm saying I know that condom scent.
no, but it always smelling like that.
How?
It always, I was there, I was at the event ground.
What is
It
Long John
always
saying?
smelling like that.
Condom like 50 on you, it will smell
He
that.
was there. He knew he knew the purpose he
But
was
they are
looking for.
different flavors. So
Let me say this. We need to be very clear. If Shatta Wale continue like this, around their brand will diminish. Especially one, if they decide to be selective with the supposed celebrities they will nominate for red carpet, they should get ready that other celebrities will also sideline them. Because na me ma bomb shadows na me ba na o catch them said they me need red carpet and I believe my brand send me some more numbers also ma me kwan. You don't expect me to come to the next program. Do you understand? This is more of a conflict of interest. And you see, that is why I have my problem. What they say, then they say, when you compare to the other European, we all see Grammys. Stoneboy is doing an interview, then somebody will come, somebody looking like Patapa will come and pass at his back. Red carpet is red carpet. In fact, red carpet, say, if you believe yourself, you are looking good. Use that side and then...
It's not even looking good self.
Yes.
If you believe you are making a fashion,
sense,
a bold fashion statement.
Then you pass there.
That is what it is.
When did organizers start
you are
setting
making
restrictions?
a bold fashion statement, not looking good.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Now, some looking good, they will be believing that.
Some of the statement they make, sometimes like you said, it is not to look good.
Okay.
Recently, who dressed some way to some female musician in America? She dressed some way. She did this. She dressed protruding her buttocks. And
the Met Gala, I was even about to say, the Met Gala
and when she was asked, she said, oh, the inspiration was that now everybody is doing BBL. I've forgotten the name of that.
Yeah, I remember.
Look, even the Met Gala they did yesterday or 2 days ago. Abena Bomina. Did you see Rihanna's dressing?
No.
Rihanna did the baby bump. Now, or done in the tunnel. Whoa, Dukuna. Nigeria, for once, almost Dukubia, at me, or my drone. We as a flower be winning him. And I am the two shape. I am the cashier. I want the two. Or then to say Jesus is star Benny, but that is fashion to them.
Yeah.
That is what fashion entails. You understand?
But that's Rihanna.
What are you saying? It is fashion gala. Bring your craziest fashion sense.
What I'm trying to say, do you think they will allow anybody at all?
What is anybody?
Anybody is
You see,
celebrating
the Met Gala is a combination of a level of celebrity and then good models in the Hollywood industry. You understand? This is not a Met Gala. This is not a fashion show. This is an award show where everyone from all and sundry, from business world, political world, are supposed to come and meet, have fun, and go. If you are coming to set restrictions, until young fun say a politician comes there. You know, politicians, some of them, their lifestyle as a politician is different from when they meet entertainers. So, Obi addressing now showing him because all your politician addressing nyawa kononiti. We can just say, please, can you use the back and go? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, because there's an official entry point, and there will be a red carpet.
You see, the question is, what is the essence of red carpet at an award show?
To make a fashion statement.
Is it for restricted people? No, for the event goers who believe they are having good fashion sense to come and make bold statement on it.
Yeah.
When did the restriction come in? You understand? When did the restriction come? It's an award show. And one of the major talkability of our show is the red carpet.
Yeah.
If you start setting limits to it, what if the people are going to carry any normal content? And you know the funny thing? It will shock them. If they decide to sideline the very important people that will make the news, bloggers will chase those people wherever they are and do them the interview and leave the red carpet. So in essence, the red carpet they will do will have low publicity. And then the ones they were trashing will still have their publicity. They should, sorry to say, they should try and be human a little bit. If not, they'll lose the essence of the red carpet they are trying to do. Because in the end, we are looking for the craziest or what can get us talking. If you are going to give us everything nice and glamorous, that was the essence of the show.
Okay. Chabo.
You understand?
Yes, come through.
Okay. For me, I understand them to a certain extent. And the reason is that red carpet is not for everybody who comes for a show. That's why some people will not even venture passing there. There will be the sanctioned entries that you can pass. Red carpet is a special space that they give to those who want to make their fashion statement or whatever, like we are all saying. But it is not for everybody who wants to make their fashion statement. Because some people can decide to use that side to make a statement that will go bad for the event. So you just don't allow anybody. If somebody wants to protest, it will be a fine place for that person to protest, even if it is negative against the scheme. And you shouldn't allow those people at that point to do that. You can do your protest, but not getting the spotlight of our event.
Okay.
So some people should be prevented from using the red carpet. The way that they made the statement makes it look like, okay, they are going to be so selective and give invitation to people. It sounds some way. But for me, there should be restriction. But the restriction is when you place securities there. There are some people coming that they will say, no, we don't need you here. Pass the other way.
Okay.
If you don't like it, go to hell or do your own red carpet. And it's not for you. In fact, so for me, it's not for everybody. So I agree with them that there should be restriction. There should be discipline there. You can't say that I want to pass the red carpet and do your nyama thing there. Like the way some people were complaining that it was so chaotic that they don't think that it was good for the event. And now they are considering managing it. And the statement coming out, it's more like overkill kind of thing. It's like they are even overcorrecting whatever that they needed to do. But I agree with the principle that it should be restricted. Not anybody at all who's supposed to pass there. Whether you want to pass there or not. It is not.
You should earn it.
You should earn it. You can't just say that I am coming for the event, so I want to pass through that place. No. They can even say that only celebrities will pass there. If you are not celebrity, don't venture. So there should be restriction, and that's the restriction that we are talking about. So celebrities, if they will consider you as a celebrity, you can pass there. If we can all agree that there are some people who are influential in the space. So if those people are coming, give them the space to pass through it. But if you are not, just that you have fashion sense, red carpet na yemehel enye ho na ode ba be your fashion sense no. It is for the event. So if they don't accept it, they have every right to reject you. So for me, I agree with the restriction. Just that the statement came out as if they will be so selective that they may even
certain celebrities of no names.
Yeah, they may even leave out some people that we will all. It will be a controversial thing. Like we were all talking about somebody like Azonto. We know him. He is popular. At least we know what he's been doing. So if you say that because of the way Azonto is, we will not allow him to pass here. No, it will not make sense to me. But there should be restriction. For that one, I agree with them.
Okay, what do you want to add? Thank you, Chabo.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You just reminded me.
Quick one.
You see the entrance. The problem about the TGMA Ankasa, it's not even about the red carpet too. The entrance is one. And that entrance is the same entry point to the regular, the same entry point to the VIP. You will need to use the red carpet side to go to the VIP. The only side there's a barricade between you and the red carpet. And the crown barricade, no bit me jina barricade na ya your interview. Just a hand through. The two mic name will say you can talk. That's to the regular side. So how can you restrict? I don't get how they are even trying, because even their own venue doesn't allow, it doesn't give space.
I will explain to you how they are going to do it.
You understand? And if you want to put the blame, I believe they've been doing it for a long time. Their TV, when they they have a podium for their interviews. Yeah. Those podiums that have been mounted, there are producers on the ground, and you'll be on a floor. Yeah. Oh, for now, so I think the measures are already in place already. I don't see the extraordinary thing that they want to say here that how many times have we had issues with their red carpet? The only time they can say we've had issues, the place is choked. And that is not even their fault, because the entry point is almost always the same place. And don't mean okay. Unless they decide to open more doors.
Ro, take over from there.
Okay. So, as part of the people, like the promotional team of the scheme, of course, when this particular news came on the platform, we asked questions and made suggestions. And the understanding or the conclusion is that the red carpet event will be happening at a different venue. Like, and here I'm talking about, if you know the conference center very well, they'll be using the conference center for the red carpet and the Grand Arena for the main event.
Then to help. No traffic again.
So, to save what Long John was saying on how they were going to solve that entry problem of where somebody would have to enter.
So the foyer of the conference center,
yes, would be for the red carpet.
The forecourt.
And the interviews will be where?
So it is on that same side that they are going to have different sections. One for the photo shoot and interviews, and the other one for the selected red carpet people that they've invited. They've given an invite. And you see, for restrictions, I also agree. And this is the first time we are hearing something of this nature, like in our space. So definitely it will sound some way. But the other schemes or the other platforms that we are even referring to, there are restrictions. Within the people that we see on the red carpet, they are not invited. Yes, you may have tickets, but I tell you, forget that you've seen somebody having an interview and another person passing behind the person. Those people have invited red carpet.
They have access to that space.
They have access to that space. If you don't, you will not find yourself there. Forget it. See, a typical example like the Grammys and the BETs and the ones that we are referring to. Let's check the footages that we see online, even on their official platforms and the other ones that individuals take and trend. See, there are some places that, let's look at the number of people who attend the events and go and check the footages of red carpet attendees. The Met Gala you are referring to, you see the people who were on the red carpet, on the carpet where the photographers and the paparazzi were taking the videos and pictures. How many people did you see? I can tell you on authority that you did not even see people up to 30. But the number of people that attended the event surpassed that number. So maybe that say, in this world, unfortunately, Obi Anyepe.
When they say a candidate,
and you see the chaotic nature that people have been seeing. It is true. All of us, unless you've not been to the event before, sometimes it gets so frustrating. And the organizers, I understand them. From the organizer's point of view, I understand them, because sometimes you find it difficult. Sometimes even the producers themselves, sometimes find it difficult even prioritizing the people that may be good for their platform. Because see, as much as you would want to make your fashion statement, so sometimes if care is not taken and they are not able to control, you realize that the quality You see, we've spoken about the quality of people that were even coming on the red carpet of TGMA in recent times. We've had that discussion in this country.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir.
We've had that discussion that people were even saying, oh, as an saying, some celebrities almost lose interest in the red carpet culture. And the red carpet, like the statement suggested, is a whole event on its own. And this time, they have a sponsor for the red carpet. A main sponsor for the red carpet. Printers.
They've always had.
No. They've had
Last year, they pep student.
collective, they are the collective sponsors where sponsors are taking bits and pieces of the red carpet. But this time, just like the main event, Telecel is sponsoring the main event. Printex is sponsoring the main red carpet. So they have subs where other sponsors can also take part of the red carpet experiences. Like the Pepsodent stand would also be giving their experience on the red carpet side. Other products will also be doing theirs. But the main sponsor is a fashion brand. So there is the need to control it so they can give them some eyeballs. So, and again, the invites that they are going to send around or the people that they are going to invite. Now,
are they going to send around or they will invite them as and when the people are coming?
No.
The event is
They will give
They will
them
tell you
ahead.
So,
yes.
the
So
event is
for
Saturday.
these people,
so by now they know the
if
people.
you-
Everybody. If you be given an invite, they know.
Okay.
Or you will be prompted. The moment they alert you, say this is your ticket, they will let you know this is your invite, this is your car pass. That is if you are coming with a car, and they are supposed to give you a car pass. They will give you a car pass. They will give you a red carpet invite as well as the main event. You understand? So that is the interpretation in this. So they need to control in order one to give people that experience, because see, last year we were there when some people, no, I think last 2 years we were there when some people were taking pictures. No, be became him. And sometimes
they decided so or person the car for.
And sometimes the media even the media no na ya more.
Yeah.
Because at a point where you want to interview somebody, the whole place are in your mind to the extent that you don't want somebody is taking picture here. Obi so say when am interview.
That's true.
Into ube so amount for your interviews and now we be also about person to picture. Unya time in for picture. And before you realize all that time it wasted on the red carpet even into the main event. So this one there, it is going to be a challenge since this is going to be the first time they're introducing some of these restrictions. And I know after this event, they will learn from that mistakes and they will be able to do better. As for this one there, I'm out for be that one there. Because this is the first time some of these restriction conversations is entering.
It's going to be very strict.
And they have to do it. So I need the unfortunately,
even the idea of red carpet was for a selected few.
Not everybody.
It was for royals and VIPs.
Yes.
Getting special treatment.
A certain quality.
They were those that they were passing red carpet until Omubi Emuse and Kofubi Mfemubi. MA statement. So for me, I think the restriction is needed. Just that, as I said, the way that they have put out this
the
thing,
statement gives it a different understanding.
but
Yes.
they need to restrict it. I'm with them on this.
Okay, so we'll be seeing who will get invited onto the red carpet on Saturday, God willing, and all things being equal. So watch out for that. And again, let me also know what you think about it, whether it is okay or not. Now, moving forward, something happened at the launch of the Black Star Experience, where the president, John Dramani Mahama, spoke, and during his delivery of his speech, he was making an emphasis of a movie he watched, that is A Country Called Ghana. And in this movie,
No,
he didn't mention that.
No, he didn't mention the name of the movie.
Okay. I think it was a Lilwyn and a Vanvika movie,
movie, yeah.
not exactly A Country Called Ghana. Thank you for that one. And he said, or in his description of the actors, he was clear. He mentioned Lewin, and then with Vanvika, he said, "Oh, some half-caste-looking actor." He was not able to mention the name of Vanvika in that particular presentation. Now, right after that, a debate started online. And a debate, I want to bring it on this platform where we can also share opinions on that. Many people think that, oh, so that was a clear indication that Lewin is more popular than Vanvika. Or better still, that was a clear indicator that Lewin is known easier than Vanvika. I don't know what you both think about it, but let's go watch the video where the president made this statement in his speech. And when I come back, I get your views on this before we proceed. Let's go watch it.
The wife said, "Oh, I'm Roberts and Abonusa." And Lewin said, "Debbie, Obroni, Ofipe, Muna talk for me." You know? And then they took him home, nursed him, and Lilwyn was pounding fufu and said, anywhere he puts the yam, he should pound it. And then he kept putting the yam, the guy was pounding. And then he wanted to taste one of the yams, he put it in his mouth, and the guy knocked his mouth with the pounding stick. I mean, these are interesting, they are creative. And, I mean, we have the talents. We all knew about Niyate. May God bless his soul.
Well, Ro, let me start this with you. Where do you stand? Those who think that, oh, now we know who is popular.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yes, I
disagree. Okay, tell me more.
Because you see, if you want to agree, then you have to agree to the statement in a certain context. And here,
which context?
We are going to restrict ourselves to a certain corner and forgo all the other factors. And this is it. It will be in a context of this jurisdiction. And also,
but it is where we are.
And no. But unfortunately for us,
no. Let's talk Ghana. Let's talk Ghana. Don't bother.
Let's talk Africa.
And even
no Africa.
And even in
after
talking,
the man represents Ghana.
Of course.
So let's talk
and
Ghana.
both actors are also Ghanaians.
Exactly.
So
don't
we
go
want
anywhere.
to restrict ourselves. And Ameka say, I will only agree with them if we want to restrict ourselves to this particular quarters and say, okay, if we are talking about this, fine, and forgo all other factors. Where all other factors, some would also be subjective in terms of the person that is speaking, the taste, the preference, who determine. Because I can tell you that as much as Chewa is popular, as much as Achlebuwa is popular, as much as there are some people that may know them even by face, but will not even remember their name. And it is the same thing with Vanvika and what the president did with him and Lewin. I'm not sure if Vanvika were to be there, the president would not be able to identify that this is an actor or this is a popular actor. They would. But the name is what may elude them. So in other sense, you can say that, okay, there are some people whose faces are also popular, but their names are not as popular as their faces. That's what I'm saying. So if you would want to agree with that notion, then we can agree that, okay, in this particular context of, okay, maybe in our local environment, who is more popular? Of course, Lewin has more popularity even on grounds than maybe on the internet. And it is true. I've even used Ejaku some time ago as an example, where when you go on the online spaces, Ejaku's online presence is nothing to write home about. But put him on the street. That is where you will know his popularity. But I can also tell you that there are some people whose taste and preference for movies are not even on the Ejaku line.
And so now we are talking about the majority. We are talking about the majority. That is the focal point here. It's not about the few people who like rich contemporary movies. We are talking about the majority. Rich people are plenty.
I have already given my answer. Now, I'm say if you want to talk about the local majority, it is true. Lewin relatively will be popular than Vanvika. It is true. But the other factors may also be, we should also not cancel the fact of the person who is also making this judgment and also their taste. And here I want us to focus the attention onto why the president unfortunately was not able to remember Vanvika's name on top of head. Because when the table flips, it can happen to the people on the other side too. And that is maybe Lewin. There are somebody.
When the table flips, how?
Somebody will mention the
same movie, mention Vanvika, and may not remember Lewin's name. Yes, it can happen. Because the person may also.
So once again, the majority factor.
But if you want to compare the two, in terms of people that will remember Lewin's name compared to people who would remember Vanvika's name, you will get more people remember Lewin's name That's why I'm saying that. As much as you may want to agree, let's not also cut off the people who also were drawn to the movie, maybe because of Vanvika. To them, they can also easily recollect the name of Vanvika than Lewin. And you can also use that to conclude that, oh, then maybe also can say Akoya Ojimi, a friend is saying. And if on that score, it will be the same as the president did with Vanvika. And also, Vanvika say Vanvika is more popular than Lewin. But the truth of the matter is that on grounds, here in Ghana, or in the local communities, Lewin is relatively popular than Vanvika.
Well, I don't know what Roland means by in the local communities.
So you want to restrict? You said we should restrict to Ghana.
But when then just say Ghana. If you add in the local communities.
Local communities.
Which one is the local
communities? The hinterlands.
Kumasi.
The hinterlands.
Kumasi is the local.
I'm not talking Kumasi. No, I'm not talking Kumasi.
Oh my
I'm talking about the hinterlands.
But I am just here picturing a group of people going to the market, have a photo of Lewin, have a photo of Vanvika, and ask the market people to mention names. And we know the answers are just as what
so
we are.
You agree the localities?
No, it's not about localities. If I go to Kadeshi market, is it locality?
It is locality.
I was with you, but
okay. Yes, come through, Long John.
I think when you talk about familiarity between the two, or fame, Lewin is miles ahead of Vanvika. And even Vanvika believes that. I'm sure he knows it by himself. Internationally, locally, wherever Lewin can use his face card to enter, there are certain places Vanvika will have to do.
Internationally.
He has to do 2-phase subscription before he enters.
Internationally.
Yes, internationally. You see the funny thing about this whole conversation you guys are not getting? We have Ghanaian communities that are abroad who enjoy
international Ghanaian communities.
Regardless. Now, look, let's put everything aside. Let's go through their social media pages. Vanvika is having close to 700K or 700K followers on Facebook. Lewin has 2.7 million on Facebook. Lewin is a meme asset.
How about Instagram?
On Instagram, Vanvika is around 1.2 million and Lewin is having 3.6. Yes. The funny thing is, Lewin, aside everything, is a meme asset on social media.
for sure.
So if not for anything at all, his face is on almost either people's funny videos or stickers.
WhatsApp stickers.
You understand? So if you talk about internationally and locally, I still believe Lewin is miles ahead. And aside that, the number of movies Lewin has featured in, you can't compare it to Vanvika. First of all, one is a lover boy. So he really gets...
sorry, Instagram Vanvika is 1.3 million.
Instagram, 1.3
million.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then check Lewin.
Let me check.
3.6.
I see. Oh, Koso.
Yes. So if you should look at, if you want database, science and data.
Lewin is 3.6.
Yes, if you want science and data, you understand Lewin is shipping him everywhere. And it is not a small margin. So if you tell me in the interlands is where he's known, I beg to differ. Because you know one thing about audio.
I'm not saying that's the only
I know, but you are trying to say the dream easy.
They constitute the majority.
I can tell you the only way people in Nigeria might not know Lewin is they might not be able to mention the name, but they'll recognize the face. But you see, when Lewin will be able to enter, and then they're able to recognize his face, Vanvika will go there, they don't know his name, they don't know his face. That is the difference. He is still yet to cross a certain border Lewin has entered.
I see.
You understand? And that is why it is easy for the president to, out of his number of things he think about, can mention Lewin and forget Vanvika. Because you can easily remember a Lewin movie. You can easily remember a Lewin moment. When was the last time you saw Vanvika in the news? Aside his movies for anything controversial. You can't count. And even if you can count, they are very few. But you have Lewin for different reasons, even in recent times. You understand? So comparing the two, I believe, is totally imbalanced. If you want to talk, if it is because of the foreign movie, which is in the Nigerian production, then that is not enough. You can shoot in Nigerian production and you still not have the numbers to meet up. Lewin has done a lot of work to ground his name in Africa. That is why he's able to make a call to Nigerian top movie makers, which is the top legendary actors. Getting them is not chicken feed, but he was able to make a call and get all of them on board. It is not because of the money, it is because of who contacted them.
Okay.
Yes. If it is because of the money, trust me, there's going to be more involved. And if you even watch the interview they did, they said it is because of him. They've been watching his movie and they always wish they could do something together with him. But how many foreign or other nationals can Vanvika says he's shooting a movie he's going to reach out to, and they will come not because of the money but because of him? Only I can tell you only a few will do it because he's not really known in that aspect. And mind you, between comedy and other genres in movies, you can't beat a comedian.
Comedy sells more.
Yes, any other side you play,
It's true.
It's difficult to, because people to do the same thing. But you see, comedy, if you do it and you stand out, that's it. And that's what Lewin has done. Wayama, he has a brand on its own to himself. So there's no way you can compare Vanvika and Lewin, popularity or fame. No.
Okay, Chamo, take over.
Yeah. Very interesting. But you see, it is obvious. When we are considering Ghana, then we don't even need to start the debate.
Okay.
It's Lewin 100%.
Hands down.
When we spread it maybe to the international market, then the competition may be a bit keener. They may be a bit closer. But based on that, if you are just considering wherever that we want to consider, then Lewin will still take it. And the reason is that he has taken the local market already, and he is far gone. Internationally, yes, the competition will be keener because
did you mention local? Did you mention local?
When I say local, I'm talking about Ghana in the context of no. I didn't say hinterland. I didn't say hinterland. I said locally.
Local.
And in this context, I'm comparing it to going outside Ghana. Yes, so in Ghana here, Lewin is far gone. So in that sense, we don't even have to do that comparison. But if we bring outside Ghana, like Nigeria, Liberia, and other places, Vanvika has influence. For the little that I saw, in fact, I can tell you that Vanvika,
Liberia,
he has influence even in Jamaica. I remember we did an interview with Vanvika on KSM show. People from Jamaica, they were not only sending DMs, they were calling.
Wow.
They want to know more about Vanvika. They have heard that some people were trying to, in fact, in one case, somebody sent a message to some Jamaican woman or whatever that Vanvika's child is sick, and they are soliciting for money to help, but she has saw the interview and she wants to confirm if indeed whether it is true, so that she will also send her money. And I told her that it's not true, it's a scam, so she should forget about it. So Vanvika has influence outside Ghana, but Lewin too will be recognized in some way. Even that meme, I can't think far. It is all over the place. Not only in Ghana here. Nigeria, Liberia, and other countries that we have certain things in common with. They also know Lewin by face in that sense. So if we are comparing who is popular in that sense, I think Lewin is far gone. And in fact, the comparison is we don't even have to start the comparison. The only place that Vanvika will make a statement is when you talk about people who are interested in the English movies or the foreign kind of movies. That's where Vanvika will make a statement. But there are people who will watch the English movies and at the same time watch local movies. Right. So if you put them together, Lewin is far ahead of Vanvika.
Well,
I like
okay.
your local.
So it looks like the debate has been established, especially if we are doing it within the Ghana boundaries. It is clear Lewin beats Vanvika hands down, and that is to be written down in history books. That a young boy from Kumasi came and conquered. Simple. That is what you guys should know. Now, Long John, because you have been pushing a King Promise agenda, yesterday or last night, Shatta Wale and King Promise met. Was that an endorsement? Because I've seen videos from people who are captioning Artist of the Year meeting, Artist of
Every year.
Artist of all time and every year. And videos have been trending. Was that an endorsement that King Promise, Afa, the king means the king. The king meets the king.
The truth is quite simple.
Uh-huh.
Shatta Wale spiritually handed over the trophy to him through that meeting. You see,
Shatta spiritually did what?
Handed over the trophy to him through that meeting. You see that hug? That was the hug of victory. Yes. The hug he's supposed to give to whoever will give him the trophy on stage. That was the rehearsal. Yeah. So whatever you saw there is Shatta Wale congratulating him in advance. And it will be a true reflection on the night. Yes. Anybody who hasn't seen the video should go and watch it. Can Promise for Artist of the Year confirmed by Shatta Wale. It's supposed to be the caption.
I see.
Yeah.
Jebo, is that also a confirmation for you?
For me, I cannot say it direct.
What can you say?
But this is it. That because it is not only subject to my interpretation. So I can say no, and I will give reason because I am the one interpreting it.
No.
But the point I'm trying to make here is that obviously if I'm part of King Promise's team, that's what I will say.
And if you are not part?
If I'm not part, I will say no. That's the thing.
So right now, what are you saying?
So right now, what I'm saying
So
is
like
that
this man being a part
he will say no without thinking twice. He will say yes. You see, so me, because I think King Promise deserves Artist of the Year this year, I will say yes. Yes. So I'm trying to situate it why I will say yes. Because, and I'm saying this because there are some people who wish that King Promise will not win Artist of the Year. And for them, if you go and ask them this question, they will say no. I just want to be reasonable and objective here. That's why I'm saying that I think he deserves it. And if in any way that you can say that, okay, this is a form of endorsement to King Promise and it will boost his chances of winning Artist of the Year, why not? I will say yes. And for that reason, I will say yes. And again, King Promise's team will definitely have to milk this one. They have to go that direction. In that sense, SM fans who have opportunity to vote will obviously vote for King Promise.
Yeah, home
because
support.
because of Shatta Wale. So for me, it is a yes for me, and I'm saying that because it will help King Promise in winning the Artist of the Year.
Ro, is that how you also saw it? Or both defense. Is that how you also saw it?
Yeah. Of course. For me, from the beginning of this conversation, I've always had the view that I think King Promise to me stands a better chance of winning. I've said this time and again that yes, the other artists did well in the year under review, but to me, King Promise, nobody comes close to King Promise in terms of the kind of work that King Promise did in the year under review. And me, it is even coming back from the previous year and how he was able to stay consistent. And upgrade what he did in the previous year. It is on that score that I would root for King Promise in this particular year because I think he's done enough. Yes, the others have also done good to merit they being in that category.
Okay.
But then there's A plus, there's A, there's A minus before you go to B. So definitely, if you are also in the same category, then know that somebody can be A and there can be A plus, and that would be a promise for me. So yesterday when I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is it. And in fact, Bible says, and that is what I saw. So in that aspect, even your circle of friends will determine. And sometimes some of these endorsements helps. And which is why today, if obedient Sabe can promise her, I saw the Sako Shatta Wale indirectly. The SM fans will come and cheer you. Not long ago, Tileke Nipa, who was once the worst enemy, one of the worst enemies of SM, they were praising her. Why? Because Miss Abio took her, baby. They love that missile. So if these same people are supposed to vote and Shatta Wale is not in the scheme this year, obviously they will vote for Kim Promise, or they will vote for who they think, okay, is also affiliated to their favorite. And it happens. You can't take it away from the scheme. Hey, it is your work and how you play around your politics. This may be one of Kim Promise's way. Compared to last year, no Shademon Kwan. Kim Promise in P. Or Shademon Kwan. You two are for Sa Monty. But this year, the also Moon Kwan. And no name no more yen. And that is
making moves.
Of course, and that is it is what it is. So me, I saw a congratulatory move in disguise when I saw that particular partnership. So it was good. And on Saturday we are all hoping and praying that yes, Kim Promise will wear his big boots, big cloth, and also go. And now I'll catch him and say star in the back 5. Name incoming artist of the year. Artist of every year.
Let's close with this. Some 2 minutes submission on this. Speaker of Parliament thinks that the name Dirty December is making Ghana look bad in the outside world. Because of that, he even wants to start pushing for agenda that will restrain us from such dirty celebrations. He actually spoke at an event. Let's go watch the video quickly. When I come back, I'll talk to my people on this.
I was shocked when I recently visited the United States. And when I introduced myself as coming from Ghana, a very beautiful black girl came out to say she was coming to Ghana. I said, what are you coming to do in Ghana? She said she was coming to attend Dirty December. I said, what is Dirty December? He said, but you said you are from Ghana. I said, yes, I'm from Ghana, but I've never heard Dirty December. What is Dirty December? There I was told that Dirty December is the month of December celebrated in Ghana by allowing everybody everywhere in the world to come into this country and to do whatever they want to do. Free and go back. No wonder red is now in Ghana. As leaders, we have not yet gone beyond. In fact, we did not accept Canada. How can we now accept red? What do you call it? That drug that you take and become useless. What do you call it? No, not tramadol. It's red. No, tramadol is lower than it. It's called red. Not tramadol. Please, this is what is happening and destroying our country. We must all stand up and fight it. We cannot move from homecoming to the year of return. After the return, and desecrate this holy country with Dirty December. I'm giving notice take this one to up again and will fight it and make sure that Ghana remain the holy land that the God made for us.
Well, in other words, the chairman for Black Star Experience, Rex Omar, has also given an explanation, telling the Speaker of Parliament that, oh no, big man, this one, you got it wrong.
Too much.
Creatives are like this. We sometimes turn things around to make it look good. The dirty you saw or heard is not the dirty as you know. So please take your time in this judgment. Let's go watch Rex Omar also explaining this on Hits FM. When I come back, I get views of my people before we close the show.
A goat. That doesn't mean you are a goat. You know. So he should bear with us. We are creatives. We are always creating. We're changing languages to mean different things and all that. So it's not DIRTY. Dirty December is DETTY. It's unrestricted celebration. Jiweni. But we have laws in this country.
Yeah.
You can't come here and do anything that is against the law. Nobody will allow you to do that. If you do that, if you go against the law, you'll be arrested. The fact that we are celebrating our Dirty December doesn't mean you can come here and do whatever you like. Right. So whoever translated it to him that you can come to Ghana and do anything you like is not true. That is not what Dirty December means. Dirty December means unrestricted celebrations all over the place. Come and enjoy yourself and go. So, Honorable Speaker, we plead with you. We are creatives. So, please let us be free and then do our stuff. Thank you very much.
All right. Now, we used to have your...
This is Hits.
Wow, Long John, looks like Entibrai. Just that know you are coming to talk about the Speaker of Parliament. How to sound this one, so we are not called. So that we are not called.
You see? Honorable. You see, this is it. There's a reason we have a creative arts industry. If there wasn't a need for entertainment, I don't think they would have created that industry. And I don't think entertainment is supposed to look like the other sector of the industries we have in the country. We are supposed to make sure we lighten up the system.
Okay.
So if I know where he's coming from, you know, he's that over serious type of parent, you know. Those parents that have you done your homework?
Yeah.
You are watching TV when your books are there.
No time for games.
Thank you. Because you will know such people when they start making serious issues out of just or basic stuff that are supposed to be laughed over. Because first of all, what is it will even show you that he's not even touched down to this generation.
Never.
What you say? Man to man catch.
He was talking about homecoming.
Regardless. On any collab in common because if not for anything, everybody knows Ghana in December is like paradise. What I say? And I think the misinformation, I wouldn't blame him too much because whoever also passed the interpretation. You see, the funny thing is, the Ghana man who is supposed to educate that international person on what Dirty December is
did not have more information.
Went there to ask the foreign person to explain what Dirty December is to him. And that is where the misinformation is. If you have crafted something and you decide not to learn on it, and you go to an international student to learn about your own culture, do you expect him to tell you exactly how your parents will tell you or your own people will tell you?
No.
That is exactly what was happening. You understand? So I think he should ease it up. And it was certain example that's why Tramadol I become senior. And now he said gone where the day there was no red.
Red.
It is because of social media these things have been exposed. Men need to say breast on buy. This is a system that has been there. The only thing we have done is, or our generation has done it, we've given terms to certain things. That's the only difference. And we've had the privilege of having social media in the era. So it scatters the information
easily.
In a minute. Yeah. But man, you need to say, I will beg you, the destiny dear, because that is what speaks about what the December is about. That adjective qualifies the December in Ghana. Dirty December literally means enjoying to the fullest. I mean, you've worked the whole of the year. Come to Ghana the last month of the year. Spend everything.
Bring money into the system.
Bring money into the system. What?
That bring money and other things.
Exactly.
Other good things.
You understand? And we are having media people going to loud this kind of. Please, nobody should be loud in this conversation because we don't want to sack our international people. They should come. Dirty December, you can do everything you want in Ghana. You can do everything you want in Ghana. Just come, because this is what it has been about. Come to Ghana, you have your freedom. And when they say you have your freedom, it doesn't mean come and do illegalities. No, you are following the rules, but then you enjoy yourself. And everybody will make, just like Ghanaians are, they are very welcoming. And during those times, you see hospitable gestures from every Ghanaian, because by then, everyone is home, everyone is celebrating the birth of Christ, and it's a beauty to be in Ghana.
Okay, Rob, yes. We are closing 30 December and our speaker's opinion. I had 30 December.
You see, I've said this here, that sometimes the people in the corridors of power, most at times, do not even understand some of the things we do in our space. And this is a clear indication. Like, they have zero knowledge. And it is not their fault. Because times are changing. And sometimes, the space you find yourself, if care is not taken, sometimes may limit you even in certain things that you would find interesting. So it is there. That is why you have the likes of even the president himself, because he has interest in our space. That is why he is always abreast with it. But some people may not, and they may only think about our space when it is time for them to do some party. So to some of them, that is the understanding they have with our space. So that is why I am always concerned about the people they consult with. Who are coming from our space. You see the response Resomagi, assuming there was nobody who is now close to the corridors of power like that to give this kind of interpretation. Forget the noise the interpretation we will give on our platforms or media, it will not go anywhere. You see the understanding he has, or the mindset he has about that system, it will stick. And I can just imagine an honorable minister who is not also familiar with our space writing a proposal to the speaker saying we need money, $5 million. What
might even cancel it.
You understand? And me watching the video, I was sad about one thing, not about the man and what he said, but about the people. Some people who were even youth, majority of them were youth.
Sad.
Who are supposed to be.
That's the honorable speaker of parliament talking. Are you going to challenge him?
No, I'm not saying challenge him. No, what are you going to challenge him?
So what was the event about?
It was the Club 600. They were celebrating. It was part of the traditional ways of
May Day celebration.
May Day celebration activities.
So he was speaking at the Job 600 conference.
Yes, and he said that, and the youth that were who are supposed to be
Job
close.
600.
And you see,
when Dirty December creates more job.
I am not saying they should challenge him, but you see, your reaction will give him some form of signal for him to know whether he is well informed or not.
Yeah, that's true.
After making that statement, they were clapping and cheering.
Why I said?
But if you had given a different reaction, I'm sure he would have noticed and asked, is there any other interpretation to it? Because when he was looking for the name of Red and Tramadol that he was not remembering on top of head, he asked, sir, that drug that when you take, you become miserable. It was the same people that mentioned the name to him. You understand? So, even right there and then, You guys know he's been misinformed. And the misinformation may stem from different things. Generational gap and him not being abreast with the space and everything may be factors. But your reaction at that point will determine whether he will take it home or he will leave that notion there.
Okay.
But unfortunately, some of our people failed us. That is why me, if not for anything at all, one thing that I am always thankful about this particular government is the fact that we have some of our people who are closer to the helms of affairs. And here, I will cite Rexoma's office, presidential staffer for Black Star Experience. And the Black Star Experience is part of the 30 December activities, right?
Yeah, right.
So in that aspect, we now break the barricades that we usually go through in terms of understanding to get some of these things done for our space. So now, Anka speaker be ana Anka honorable member be a be on also what this kind of perception about that in December. Ye pesca their activities to boost tourism during December. Obetime deny. I can say, oh, they are going to use it to promote like nonsense things. You understand? You understand? And one share we may not get. But now, if someone put the sound notion way kotoa, we have somebody like Resoma that may now break the barrier, go direct and go and neutralize it, just like he did right after the statement was made. So for me, it is unfortunate, but I hope that now he's been corrected about the whole perception. A limited fun and activities that we are inviting people from the diaspora to come and enjoy in Ghana. But it doesn't mean that there are no laws. Of course, you are the Speaker of Parliament. You should know that nobody can just come and do anything anyhow and go. No, make milk and fun one channel.
Wow. Chabo, close the show for us.
For me, I think he knew what he was talking about. We shouldn't give the room or
The impression that he
give
didn't
the
know.
impression that he didn't know what he was talking about. I have different perception or different understanding of what he did there. I think he's aware that you can't come to Ghana and do whatever that you like you can commit offense during 30 December and go. I think he's aware of that. He's a lawyer, an experienced one at that, and now the Speaker of Parliament interpreting laws and other stuff. So he's aware of those things. I think his concerns was about the kind of image that we were creating. And to him, the image is, for me, I think is coming from religious line. I think his sentiment was more religious than, trying to go for the laws and other stuff. It was more religious. It was more about the morals. Like, why are we doing something just to have a bad name? Why are we going for a party that we think that only bad things happen there?
In the name of we are enjoying
name of we are enjoying ourselves. So for me, I think it will be very difficult to change his mind about what he is thinking.
I think, do you know why I believe who explained it to him started all this problem.
Oh, of course.
So we should make him understand
he said
that.
it.
He caused the problem
and
for
already
himself.
his background is also biased already.
Yes, he is biased. He is
So that
not
was the whole
into
thing.
the things that people are doing. And now he has an idea that the kind of event that we do here is about enjoying ourselves immorally, in his opinion. Yes, in his opinion. So even the way that he was talking, I don't think he is trying to say that he will ban the party or he will ban the event, but he will try to convince others to speak against it so that it will stop. So it was about moral plea or a religious kind of plea that he was giving. So for me, I think he will not change his mind. Just that those at the other side, those that think that this is a good thing and we have to promote it so that more people will come to Ghana, should be at the position that they can prevent few people who are religious inclined to say that we don't need this thing here. Because at any point we have people like that. It's not like they don't know what is happening, just that they are not happy with it. Just that their morals, their religious background will not allow them to accept it. So no matter what, they will speak against it. And for me, this is one of them. He was speaking against it because of his morals or where his background, where he is coming from, as a religious person. as an elder, as a very influential person in society, he doesn't think that it is good for us to be doing dirty December, either by name or by actions.
Once there is clean December.
So even the name is not suitable for him.
Yes.
If he said
He does
Holy
not
December,
Holy
yes.
December.
If the person told him that, oh, we do Holy December in Ghana, he will not even bother to ask
details.
what you do
Even
there
if
at
it is
the
nonsense,
they are coming to do. Yes, exactly. So for me, we should rather be focusing on those who can also prevent people with religious mentality to stop some of these things. It's not about convincing him. As for convincing him, I'm sure he will never be convinced. He thinks that we can do maybe a religious program to boost
Uplift.
the image of Ghana instead of doing
Then
dirty
Ghana as a
things.
holy
You
land.
see,
desecrating it.
yeah, exactly. He was using certain things for you to know that he's more going for the religious line than just saying that people come here to do illegal things and other stuff. His thing was that Ghana is a holy land, so we should not allow people to do unholy activities. So maybe dirty Holy December will help. Let's go for that.
The religious and moral
My
education will
goodness.
help us.
Well, we end today's conversation here on Showbiz Daily. As usual, it has been great. We recommend you to also tell other people to come here and enjoy this conversation. Special thank you to the people who spoke. In Team Dodi Solomon, Chemo, man like Long John, as well as Roland Amate, and to the producers, Theophilus Digosh, there's that, Sam Tuga, and to you for watching. My name is Sammy Flex. We do this some other time. Subscribe to us and let's read your commentaries. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fact check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.